Jackson's Media Grounds, movie reviews and gaming sounds. Eric the Professor, knowledge so deep, gaming history, secrets and keeps. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Dathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. Chris from the Soul Jackson's Media Grounds, movie reviews and gaming sounds. Eric the Professor, knowledge so deep, gaming history, secrets he keeps. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Dathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. Dathan the 8-bit legend, old school cool, retro games, he's the rule. Travis the PC master, tech so fine, building rigs, crossing the line. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Dathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. So grab your snacks and settle in. The Garage Gamer show is about to begin. Late night with the Garage Gamer, let the gaming fun begin.
What up, everybody? We got Late Night Live, episode 44. And we got the whole gang with us tonight. Ace of Jack's Media Grounds, Chris. What's going on, man? Any games last week?
Another week. Yeah. Halloween Retro Realms. Picked that one up. Still playing Silent Hill 2 on Steam. Yeah, that's about it right now. I'm trying to scale back and just play 1 or 2 games at a time.
Not 3 or 4, huh?
Yeah, not 6, 7, 12.
Dathan, the 8-bit gaming legend. How are you,
Hello,
sir?
kids.
Any gaming last week, sir?
A little bit of Zelda and some Vampire Survivors Castlevania DLC.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we can talk about that. I got that too. Travis, the PC master.
How's it going? I finished the cleanup in God of War Ragnarok, and I take back everything I said about it not having any difficult battles. The final 2 optional battles, which is what I like about that game, is that it does leave the punishing things to optional. I thought that they were, well, the first one took me about 4 hours and 4 hours of tries to get done. And then the last one I finished last night at 2:30 in the morning. And it happened to be one of these things where I'm trying gear after gear after gear, thinking that I've got to be a lot trickier with my builds and with my movesets and all this stuff. And then I just said, what if I max out all this beginning gear that I've never actually used and just get as many hit points as I could possibly have? Mm-hmm. And I did that, and then I just beat it in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Then I said, okay, well, I guess this is the one time where your starting gear actually is the key to winning a really difficult battle. So, yeah, felt stupid, went to bed. So tonight is Dragon Age. That's downloaded and pre-installed. So start in on that now, I guess.
Nice. How you haven't started it yet?
Nope, I preloaded it last night thinking that I would waltz across those last 2 bosses. And then 3 in the morning later, went to bed. So, Dragon Age tonight. Yeah.
Nice. Uh-oh. Where'd Dathan go?
We lost Dathan.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Where'd he go?
It's got to get a transformer.
Yeah.
So stupid. I hate this one.
Toy for show and tell.
Yeah, it was the peer pressure, a-hole.
Jesus
heard that.
Christ. My
I
God.
heard that.
Are you back?
Jesus Christ. My God.
We got enough soundboards for we can do whole
You guys
bits of
can
that. Yeah.
just film me. You don't even need me on the show anymore. Just
Yeah.
Well, you need to soundboard his greeting, and then we can do that when he's gone.
Yeah.
This one?
Let it
Jesus
go.
Christ. My God.
Eric, how are you, sir? Any
Hello,
games
friends.
last week?
Yes, I played a little Nintendo World Champions. I started playing a game called Neba, which is another game by the same people who did Gris, Nomada Studios, or Nomada Studios. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And in the spirit of Halloween, I started playing Darkest Dungeon 2.
Oh,
It was on sale. It was like $22, so I got that.
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
How are you liking Darkest Dungeon 2? Are you playing it on Switch or what do you?
I'm playing on my laptop, but it's noticeably different from the original in quite a few ways that I'm not particularly fond of. So right now, after I don't know 5 hours of playing it, I would say I like the first one better, but it is slowly growing on me. I didn't quite understand the mechanic, the way the game works. The way Darkest Dungeon works is when your heroes die, they're dead permanently, right? Roguelike, permanent death. That's the whole thing.
Mhm.
But in this one, your what are they? Canonical characters. Even if you die, they come back, and you can use them again with the same names and same quirks and same whatever. So, that's the part that's quite a bit different from the original.
So would you say Darkest Dungeon 1 is actually the darkest dungeon?
It's darkerest. It's darkester. I
More
think.
darker?
Yeah,
More dark?
that's correct.
None more dark.
Yeah.
Let's see. I played a little Vampire Survivors this week. The game is good. You start walking around and eventually you find Dracula's castle. Did I have a video of that? I did.
A twist of fate channeled from darkness. A haunting will forged in fury.
How far are you, Dave?
What's that?
You get to Dracula's castle. You're walking around in there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I do like how it does switch to top down to like the 2D. Like when you go through certain doors, you can actually jump and stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's got that feel like you're in the inverted castle in
Mhm.
Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
It's smart.
The new weapons are pretty good. I don't like how there's not any achievements or trophies with this DLC.
What are you
That's a little
talking about? I got a couple.
Achievements
Yeah,
or trophies.
I got like 3 achievements last night playing this.
I thought that they weren't doing that. I thought it was just going to be. There's nothing under on trophies for it.
Really?
I didn't see anything.
I see you're using True Achievements now. Good job.
Oh, I had it for a while, the longest time, and I signed up for it or logged into it for the first time in a while. You guys,
If you don't know it, yeah. If you don't know, everybody, True Achievements and True Trophies, and there's also a True Steam, or something. I think it's called. Is it True Steam or Steam Trophy or something like that? Basically, it breaks down what your actual like. Xbox has their achievement score, but a lot of the achievements are pretty worthless. And this actually gives you a correct score based on how difficult the trophy or achievement is. So you have your Xbox gamer score, and then you actually have your true achievement score. So you can actually accurately compare yourself to other people. And on PlayStation, there is no like score. You just have the platinum, the the gold, the silver, the bronze trophies, it actually gives those trophies like a number, and then you get a score from that. And I
So
believe
it
it's
sounds
the
like
same.
achievements are the participation trophies for playing the game. Is that right? Is that what we're doing now?
Right.
Okay.
It's whatever makes us feel good.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it seems like when I play a game, about half of the achievements when I notice when they pop are just based off progress in the game,
Yeah.
and then the other half are difficult sort of things to pull off.
Yeah.
So in a way, half of them are maybe participation trophies.
I don't care about achievements. I assume
Yeah.
most people my age don't. Do people care?
I think you're wrong.
Really? People care about
Yeah, I think people do because it gives a sense of accomplishment. Like,
Yeah. Even
I
though
think that
like
people do care.
yeah, you can't it's not like you can go out on the real world and say, "Hey, I got this trophy," and you don't.
No, what I do
But
find interesting was like when I beat those two end game bosses in God of War, I wanted to see how many people had done it. And I've mentioned that before. That's what I use those achievements for, is to see actually how far people have actually played games that they bought.
yeah,
That's to me the interesting metric you get out of it. So for example, of the two end bosses, one, only 15% of the people who owned the game have beaten, and
Sure.
then the other one 16.3%. So not very many people.
bye, Chris.
Chris has had enough of us.
Yeah, he loves achievements.
He's got
and
achievements
won't
to
listen
collect.
to you say
He's got
anything
more-
else.
He's got better things
Ryan,
to
I'm
do.
We can
pretty
get into
sure
our
I'm
VHS
looking at
porno
Ryan, I'm looking
collection,
at
you know?
the achievement list for Vampire Survivors, and the ones that you unlock, they're not for Castlevania specific.
Oh,
They're just regular.
That's stupid. I hate this one.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't have a achievement or trophy pack for Castlevania.
really?
Yes.
All right.
How
You
does the
probably
software
might be
work
right.
how does the software work though that you're doing? Do you give it access to your PSN account, or what does it do? Because it's okay, so you do. You say, "Hey, here's my PSN account. Log in and collect my data."
It'll scan it once a day. I think you can pay for a premium version of it where it'll scan it every 10 minutes or something.
Oh, yeah,
But-
because you probably just have to friend it, right? You don't have to actually log in with your credentials at that point, right?
Yeah,
It
no,
can
you
just
still have-
watch
you-
your profile.
Yeah, it'll basically sync up with you basically allow it to get access to certain things that's on your profile, like your
Gotcha.
date that you unlocked it, the whatever it is, and then I think there's another one. It's called X that also does not Twitter X, which is called Area X, I think, or something. And that actually lets you do. It keeps track of how many trophies or achievements did you unlock in 2021, and stuff like that. So it's more of a statistic app than it is anything.
But Eric, I think that you're incorrect though. I think that people our age actually, I think that you might be surprised at how many people care more about the achievements than they do actually beating the game.
I mean, how is it any different than us unlocking badges or achievements on Stern pinball machines when we log on?
Or play Nintendo World Champion, right?
But the point of that is to be like, look at how much better I am at video games than all of you. That's the point of that one. I don't.
It's all the same. In the end, it's all the same.
Yeah, but as I understand it, the achievements get racked up or whatever, and the people looking. I don't know the people who are looking at. Who cares? Nobody. I don't know those people. Like I know you guys, so I can rub it in your faces. That's fun. But yeah, just having some random people being like, "Oh, this is the achievements this guy has." Like I don't.
Oh, I don't think they can actually see that. It gets more nuanced than that because they have to be friended with you to see it, right?
How do we know you actually
hidden,
beat
profile's
Darkest
hidden.
Dungeon? How do we know? You just tell
I
beat
am
it.
a notorious liar, so this is probably.
I beat it 10 minutes straight.
Trust but
all right,
verify.
let's go with
No,
it.
I mean, you're only allowed to have one wrong opinion per podcast. So are you
Is it
using
my
that
quota?
card
Is it my quota?
are you
All right.
using that card for this one, or do you want to just say that you may be wrong about the achievement?
No, I'll use the card.
Okay. Watch yourself you got 45 minutes left at least.
People my age don't care about these things. That's playing the card.
Okay, and then we need to start a poll and find out what people say and do it by age demographic.
That would be a good poll. If you're in the chat, I don't know why there's not too many people on tonight, but
Full disclosure,
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Do you care about
Don't care about
achievements?
achievements.
You don't have to actually
Yeah.
disclose your age. We do. You can vote. Nothing says you can't vote. You're
Yeah.
allowed. We'll put your opinion in the one that's wrong.
Rock the
You can
vote.
make the poll.
I can't
people
figure out
who
how
are
to
right
comment. I
or
can't
people
figure out
who
how
are
to
wrong.
comment on our own chat, let alone vote. So I'm just
So what you
saying.
can do? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can comment.
Oh yeah, I know. I can't comment on the chat when
Yeah.
the chat peeps
What
are
do you
in
mean?
here.
You
Yeah.
There.
vote.
Test. That's me.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. You guys are all right.
I got no interface to do
I'm the
it, but I'm
host,
using
so
the
it just
web
says
UI. I can do private chat.
Yeah.
Testing. Oh, do you guys like my Halloween font tonight?
I did notice it. I did like it.
Yeah.
It's spooky.
Then I also got this game Chris was talking about. Let me mute it. And I'm gonna go to this
It's a
screen.
preview for Poltergeist.
I like the opening. Yeah.
So, like, Chris, you really like this game? Because I think it was kind of generic. And
Burnt celluloid. Oh, here we go.
does this look better? Or that? I'll go there.
Oh, okay.
The Halloween stuff. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of underwhelmed by the graphics. And then there's two games here. There's Halloween, and then there's Ash
Yeah,
versus
that's
Evil
pretty
Dead.
bad. Mhm.
The gameplay on both games is exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
Reskin, sure.
So,
Have you ever played Double Dragon? I got some bad news for you about Double Dragon.
right? But like, couldn't they have mixed it up a little bit, Chris? Like even the weapons and like I don't know the mechanics. It's all the same,
You ever played Golden Axe? I've got some real bad news for you about Golden.
right? Between Golden Axe 1 and Death Adder. I don't know, Chris. I'm interested to hear what you think. I mean,
so far from what I've played of it, I've enjoyed it, but it is very much they're the same games, and they kind of ramp up the difficulty without like actually making it difficult, so to speak.
is it worth
Like
$50?
Well, I bought the collector's edition, which was
Yeah,
$80, I think. But it gave me
and that came with a little Michael Myers.
a little Michael Myers.
I don't know where your picture went. I think you're here somewhere.
I'm hidden
Yeah,
hidden back behind the video.
there you
But
go.
it came in the big old case.
Oh yeah.
It came with a collector's pack of Halloween cards, and then of course a poster. But yeah, and then it has two other characters you can play: Laurie Strode from Halloween, and then what's her name? Another character from Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV show. So
Yeah, I think I had access to those. So anyway,
but I mean, there are some moments in the game that I'm just kind of like, okay, this is poor level design, and so they just kind of made it difficult by making the level designs just kind of piss poor in that sense. But they're kind of fun little games, and then within that is you can unlock, items from the Halloween movies or the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show.
I did like there's like a behind the scenes thing where you can watch videos from the producers of the game, and I thought that was cool. But yeah, overall, I don't know. Maybe it's a good Halloween game to play. It's not scary.
No, it very much. There's a lot of moments that play similar to Castlevania,
I don't think it's like Castlevania at all.
You can pick up. I'm talking about the items you can pick up. So like Castlevania, you could pick up like the axe, those items, so you can change out. Like
Okay.
Ash gets a nail gun, or he has the sword, or not the sword, but the dagger.
I was just mainly using this chainsaw.
Yeah, I found that if you use the dagger, it just goes through everything. It's a one-shot kill, and makes everything so much easier. But yeah, you get the chainsaw. You can level up your character as you beat levels and everything.
Yeah,
too.
you can get new special moves after you beat levels. Oh, all right. Like, yeah, I think I'm kind of I don't know. I'm not so. I don't want to be too negative about it. I don't want these guys to think I'm a hater, but yeah,
I think it probably would be like people would probably like it a lot more if it was a $30 game.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
where does so the price point is where I had sticker shock on it because it's a retro game, and it seems to me like the thought process here is, well, we should just only charge $30 for the retro game, but we can maybe charge AAA prices if we throw the exact same game on top of it and sell it as a 2-for.
it looks like a game that could like
Right.
play on your iPhone to me. So yeah, for $50, maybe that is what's kind of tripping me up. But I didn't feel the same way with Iron Meat. I feel Iron Meat is a better game, just control wise, and it's more fun than this. So I don't know.
Now, speaking of Halloween, you dropped a message about what was it? Phantasmophobia? No, what is the Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, Adam on Twitter was bugging me about playing that. I didn't play that yet, but that is only $20 if anyone's interested on PlayStation. And I think Chris, you were saying you'd played it.
I own it on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
And so if it's one of those games that you can cross-platform, I'd be a great one to like get a group together and play it. It's kind of fun that way. But if you play by yourself, it's just not, because you need at least a couple of people to help you out.
Well, by yourself in VR though, have you done it in with the VR experience? Because that's how I've done it.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it can be until you get used to the jump. I mean, for me, VR is kind of a little one-trick pony with this sort of stuff, where it's like, okay, now you got a jump scare. Once you've been through 2 or 3 of them, then you're kind of like, okay, well, I'll just keep going back and forth. It kind of loses its novelty. But for other people that I've shown the game to, they get freaked out. Like they can't. If I just let them by themselves play it, they can't handle it. They don't seem to build up the tolerance to the jump scares.
Who's this guy? they don't like my font.
Everybody's at their Halloween parties.
That could be. It is Friday.
Yeah.
I will apologize too. Restream did some kind of update, and we're in 720p tonight, so I apologize.
No.
We're not in 1080p.
I was going to say everybody looks a lot better today. I was wondering why that is.
It won't let me change the quality during the stream.
Yeah.
But
I sensed the sarcasm, Eric, or else you would have been docked. You would have been in trouble for 2 wrong opinions.
Oh, brother. Okay. So Nintendo dropped some news this week, and it was not the Nintendo Switch 2, unfortunately.
No, it was better, right?
Yeah. So let's
Nintendo Music.
Hey, you guys go to the grocery store and
Is that the alarm clock?
no, this is not the alarm clock. Did you know this is the first you're hearing about this?
Yeah.
This is Spotify for Nintendo Music.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or also known as Spotify, because you can listen to Nintendo Music on Spotify. I don't know if it's legal, but people post stuff.
I know. I'm gonna make fun of it. Like, I want to make fun of it, but I actually think if my sister-in-law was here, she would have some, as a Japanese person, like as expat of Japan, she would probably have some feedback as to why this isn't a bad idea and why there's a big market for it in Japan.
Because Animal Crossing slaps, dude. Listen.
Right. Like,
Well,
do you guys ever want to? Yeah. Go ahead.
The way that she explained it to me when she was explaining the various cliques, societal cliques that exist, and I want to be careful with how I'm how I'm expressing what she said or how I'm paraphrasing it. But my takeaway from this conversation years ago was that in Japanese culture, it's not there are a lot of different cliques, so to speak, even in adults,
Yeah,
where
sure.
like they identify as like, I'm a so and so person. This is what I love. This is what I belong to, right?
What's
And
the
she
name
said
of the
that
people who never leave the house? That's what these are. This is for those people.
no, it would be this would be. She said that for Game Boy at the time, Game Boy kids. She's like I hate Game Boy people. Like, and I'm like, what are you talking about, Game Boy people? Like people who play Game Boy? She's like, yes. And my brother-in-law is like, oh, it's because like if you go and you stay there, you'll see people like just on their Game Boy all the time. It's like they're talking to you constantly. As they're walking the streets of Tokyo, they're on it. As they're on the subway, and they're just constantly bumping into people. And apparently, like, it's a big identity thing. So she was like, so all the Nintendo clothing and stuff that you see here, it's to feed all that stuff. So she would probably say that this is so that those people have a soundtrack, because they do just walk around only listening to this kind of music because that's the soundtrack to their life.
Yeah, dude. I
They're that
remember
into it.
Pokemon Go. I mean, it's the same thing. People walking around, their head in their phones, playing a game.
Yeah, but it only lasted for like 6 months here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could ask her if it's still a thing. She's older now, so maybe now she's like, I don't know, I'm out of touch.
The other controversy, well, I don't know if this is a controversy or not, but people were complaining, because it's the internet, that they don't give any of the composers any credit in this app.
That is real crappy. I would I would join that complaint.
Right. As a former musician.
Band nerd, yeah, for sure.
Right. But like, seems like it would be cool to sort some of these musics by your favorite composer, and,
sure,
and you could see what their history with Nintendo was, and see how it evolved or didn't go anywhere, maybe. But yeah, that's none of that.
Did they give credits in Nintendo games back in the day? Like when you beat it, did credits roll and stuff?
There
like
was,
that?
yeah.
Oh, so you knew who composers were of like soundtracks, like they'd say like soundtrack.
They've got to
so-and-so.
have, right? Yeah, I'm sure that
Interesting.
information is on the internet.
Yeah, the Zelda composer is really famous among.
Oh,
games.
okay.
Cool. But yeah, he's a famous guy. So I don't fully understand this. Do you download? It looks like an app that you download on your phone.
Right. And if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership,
it's free.
Which actually Eric does now.
The words is that it's free.
He's part of Chris's family.
Chris's family, 100%.
You can download this and it's free.
Okay.
Well, that's
okay.
But there aren't too many games available for it yet. I think there's Super Mario Brothers 1. I
saw Metroid on the scroll.
Metroid NES is on there.
I'm in. I love that music.
The Wii menu music is on there. Animal Crossing, Mario Kart,
GoldenEye.
8.
Nathan's wondering about
GoldenEye is not on there.
I'll just go to download the app. Let me just download it and see what's on there.
You don't have it yet.
Not yet.
I have it.
What's the spoiler prevention for? Like in case a song gives away too much in.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Is like if you haven't played a game, because I'm guessing some of the titles for the songs give away like the ending.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
If you listen for more than an hour, a little pop-up says you're never going to get laid again, and they don't want to. You can just
because of the implication.
You can just no spoiler that if you want.
An hour.
Yeah.
Let's say 5 minutes.
So I might as well listen for an hour, is what I'm trying to tell you.
You already did.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
It's unfortunately the clock started ticking when you were in elementary school.
Yeah. It's tragic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does explain the past 25 years, though.
Yeah. Paybacks. You got some debt to work off.
Indeed. Karmic
Yeah.
debt.
And while we're talking about this, like, I don't know if we were expecting a Nintendo Switch announcement this week for the new console, but man, Nintendo's announcements last week with, what was it, 2 weeks ago with Alarmo, and now this with this,
Yeah.
it's just so off field. Like, it's just wild. Like, what are they going to come up with next week? It's going to be something like I'm completely not expecting any of us are. So
It's gonna be the Nintendo pillow.
Yeah. Do you think that you're more sensitive to it because every time that you see a news blurb about Nintendo, you get excited to click on it because you think it's the Switch 2 announcement, and then it's just constant disappointment?
Oh,
Whereas
yeah.
if the Switch 2 is already out, this wouldn't even be on your radar. You'd be like, oh, that's weird. Okay, move on.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you're just
But
mad.
they got us on our toes. And I almost think
Right.
now that it's now November and they still haven't announced this stupid thing. Maybe they don't announce it until next
And they
year.
don't do CES stuff, right? Like Nintendo never goes to CES and makes a splash.
The Game Awards are next month.
Okay.
But
Do they go
Nintendo
there?
isn't.
No.
I don't think they really do anything. So
It is odd that they're missing Christmas season if it's on the cusp of being released.
I would think they would want to announce it before Christmas, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like. It seems like they missed the boat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really interesting what they're doing over there. Oh, Alikrian is in the chat.
Yeah.
Good evening. They just added Super Mario Brothers Wonder music today. Oh, thank God. No, that actually is a good one. I do. That is actually my favorite Super Mario Brothers game on the Switch, I believe.
I'll be right back to you.
Spoiler feature will block music from that game. The extend feature is pretty cool. All right, so Alikrian likes it. Is this going to replace your Spotify, Alikrian?
It says I need to go get me a boombox so I can go through the grocery store with that and some Nintendo music playing, you know.
Oh yeah, well that whole thing. I love that clip of the guy dancing.
Do you love it? Is that what you do?
Yeah. What is this?
Isn't this how you go grocery shopping? I mean, I thought that's how everybody grocery shopped.
Yeah.
A little shimmy, shake.
You got the Nintendo app, don't you?
Yeah.
That's how you tell.
Brother. I can talk about toys a little later if you guys want. I also want to talk about the Power Rangers game real quick. Because they did drop release date. I'm going to mute it. For some reason, like, I created a video on my channel a couple months ago about this game, and now the video's blowing up because the release date's come out. But did you guys see the trailer for this yet?
Mm-hmm.
This was at CES, or not CES, PAX West, and it was at PRGE. But yeah, it looks cool. I like there's that like, I don't know, Final Fight beat 'em up style, but it's also got this other view right here. That looks cool. Where was that view I was just at? Yeah, that one looks good. So December 10th, I believe. So this is going to come right next to the Indiana Jones game in December. Oh, I love that view right there. That looks like one of those old Sega games. You guys aren't interested? It's like crickets. Nothing?
I mean, it's like the Ninja Turtle game, pretty much, just with a different view.
Okay.
Just a different skins, different, cartoon.
You ever play Dungeons and Dragons: Shadows over Mystara?
You ever play
Yes,
that
man.
Halloween and Ash Evil Dead game?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, we did. Yeah, right.
You ever cast Sticks to Snakes? You know,
That's right here.
Sticks
That's
to
right here.
snakes, huh?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I think Power Rangers were lost on me. I missed them or something. Did people legit like the Power Rangers stuff?
It was.
It was a little younger for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? But they did legit like it. Like they were like, "This is actually good." Like
People
sort of stuff.
I don't know if it was actually good.
No, but when you're a kid, right? Like your tolerance is very different for what's actually good. Like
Yeah.
people were into it. Is that like they were like, "Wow, there's a movie coming out. I'm excited to see it." It was that good.
The
the
movie was
original-
never good.
Okay, the movie was never good. So they were crushed with disappointment, I guess, would be. But they were disappointed because they thought it could be good.
Yeah.
Or was it just kind of lost
Chris,
on
you're
our
the movie
audience?
guy. Or maybe Dathan's the movie guy. I get confused, but
Well, the original Power Rangers was actually kind of a reskin of a Japanese show
Japanese
called
thing, right?
Super Sentai, which
Yeah.
was actually my understanding. I've never seen it, but it was incredibly dark and violent. And so when they brought it over and made it the Power Rangers, they kind of lightened it up.
Okay.
So it's kind of like if you ever watched MXC when that was on. What was the name of that? Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, which was on
Oh,
Spike TV,
okay.
which was actually just a reskin dubbed version of Takashi's Castle,
Okay.
which if you've ever watched the original Japanese one, it's like people went in there and they tried to compete for a toaster or a microwave oven.
And they just got beat the crap out of.
Oh, they
Yeah.
got incredibly beat the crap out of, and they just took
So
and
Japanese.
they dubbed it over with
Yeah.
different people, but they kind of kept in like all the just abuse people went through to try and get a toaster oven.
So I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it's Squid Games before it was Squid Games.
yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
But they had a story, so to speak, which was they wanted to, storm Takashi's castle, so actually get into it
And steal
so-
a microwave.
yeah.
Still the microwave. I like it. Okay.
But I mean, Power Rangers was one of those that I was like, "Oh, this is the live action Voltron," is what it kind of felt
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
so
sure.
that's actually what I think of when people say, "Hey, it's Power Rangers." It was a version of Voltron I couldn't get into. Like I did watch Voltron and I thought the toys were cool for it, but Power Rangers, like I was like, nah, not that. But then also at the same time, the one that I lump into this, and Dathan, you might remember this because you know the toy stuff. What was that show that you could watch and you could buy a prop gun, like a toy gun, and shoot
Captain
the TV?
Power.
Yeah, Captain Power. For some
Mhm.
reason, I take those three and I lump them all into the same like ball of here's media for kids to consume.
Captain Power was
Is that Captain
actually-
Planet?
No, Captain Power.
I that came out like later, right? Didn't it? Didn't
No,
Captain
that came
Planet
out
come
earlier.
That was like
That was
Oh, earlier.
Mhm.
I remember
Okay.
Captain Planet.
I do remember it.
Captain Planet was like I put that in the same group as like DuckTales time.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
put,
yeah,
I put
no, I think
Captain
I agree with
Planet
Eric.
in like time wise, yes, but as in like awesomeness, I put that towards the bottom.
Oh, what are you
trash
talking
can.
about? I got my
Planet was-
heart ring here.
He
and
was
everything.
woke before it was cool.
Captain Planet was not good.
Captain
He's
Planet's
the
got
hero,
a
dude. He's gonna bring pollution down to zero. I don't know what you're talking
he's
about.
got a
Jason.
mansion in downtown Portland. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
No, so what was the name of the one that you could shoot the thing at?
Captain
were-
Captain
Power.
Power.
Captain Power. Okay.
And actually, Captain Power was pretty dark as a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the themes were kind of like Terminator, like Terminator 2. The machines had taken over, or even Terminator 1, right at the beginning. Machines took over, and there's rebels trying to take it back from the AI. But everything was pretty dark in Captain Power. I thought it was
Okay.
kind of cool for that reason. It's kind of the reason I
Soldiers
didn't.
of the future, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
finding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was kind of fun to play along with the show, to shoot at the screen. Dave and I both had one of those guns.
Yeah. You're the only people that I knew.
Speaking of old TV shows, I have gotten into recently with my son is did you guys ever watch the real Ghostbusters cartoon?
Oh, that show
Mhm.
rules. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the reason I mention this is like, and I kind of alluded to it last week, like I bought some stuff recently.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can share. Yeah, I should be able to share this screen.
Ecto 1. Show me.
You got the
Ecto
Ecto
1.
one
Well,
that you're showing us?
I think
No.
I might have got the Ecto one too, but
Okay.
Mondo,
Uh-huh.
and I've looked at Mondo stuff before. Like I didn't even realize like I had bought an album from them
Yeah.
a
Video
while
albums.
ago. But they do really good quality toys.
Yep.
They're expensive as hell.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, guys! So they're doing real Ghostbusters toys, and the thing with that is, like, no one's ever nailed it before. Though the original Kenner figures, I think they they kind of look like the guys from the show, but it's coming with Sam Hain, who is like one of the original season 1 bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Slimer looks incredible. The paint, they actually I think they're actually painted on figures, like it's not just like injected plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks really nice. I went ahead and bought this. It was it was like $230 with shipping.
Wait. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
How is this a 6-inch figure, a 10-inch, a 12?
It is I believe it's like an 8-inch figure.
2.4.
And it was how much?
It was $200 before shipping.
How much was Ecto 1?
Oh,
that
that
1,000,
one
wasn't it, or 800?
That one's 400, but that one
400,
hasn't doesn't hit your card yet until the HasLab.
Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, they do look cool, but I don't know if they look $230 cool.
And I want to give them credit too. Like these guys at Mondo, like I've been watching also a lot of YouTube streams about toys. People were complaining about the shipping costs because it was like $30.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane. Mondo realized that people were complaining about it, and they gave everyone who had bought it already. They reversed it. They gave them free shipping. So I got a credit.
Oh, nice.
Yesterday, free shipping. Like I was just like thinking, like, wow, I'm so used to these companies being like total assholes to you and not offering something like that.
Yeah.
And I think of limited run games. I think of Arcade 1-Up, like not listening to anyone. And Mondo wants to do it right. So I want to give them full credit here. Like, and they actually get on other YouTubers' streams. We're not big enough yet, but maybe we talk about them more. But
they've got a set of Batman the Animated Series figures that look really dope too.
They just announced Scarface this week because I was looking at that too. But oh, guys, this looks so good. So I shouldn't be buying these, but I did, and holy moly, that looks so good. So okay, here's the scales. So maybe this will piss Dathan off, but 8.5 inches for Sam Hain, 6.5 for Peter, 3.5 for Slimer. So that's no good.
I mean, are you gonna open it, or are you just gonna keep it back?
I think I'm gonna open it.
I
think I'm gonna open it.
Was it $230, $200?
It's $200. So now
is it $200 and $30 of credit? Because that's different. That's a different calculation than just $200.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's I would probably hold off and see what the packaging is like. I mean, if it's got a good like window box type thing, then I would probably just keep it in the package and try to display it at that point. But
the other thing,
I mean, opening those figures, I know toys are supposed to open, let it breathe, you're supposed to take it out of the package, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a little bit steep, but I mean,
Okay, Venom here. He, I believe, is 12 inches, and I may have bought him too. So that looks cool. I'm not the Spider-Man the animated series isn't as like nostalgic for me because I think we were in high school when this came out, but it's still cool. But I don't know the Mondo or the real Ghostbusters stuff like really hits at my core. So any company that does stuff that really hits nostalgia vibes, I'm all over. So yeah, maybe we'll be talking about toys more. But Dathan, I know Dathan, you buy toys all the time.
Yes, it's not
So
debatable.
you know,
They're not toys; they're action figures. Get it right.
They're collectibles.
right? Okay, Venom is 13 inches. Do you think that's a good deal? And he's
Well,
like
how much?
$200. He was like
What?
$200 too. Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Hand painted,
Yeah, most
and he's
of
got
the
multiple heads and stuff.
Sideshow about 20 years ago, Sideshow Toys used to do a lot of 12-inch figures, the horror figures like Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers. And they came with real cloth and all the accessories and all that stuff, and they were about $55 to $60. And now they're approximately $185 to $200. So I mean, it's right on the market for what it is right now. And it did come with, I did see it looked like it came with a bunch of accessories and stuff like that.
Right.
They do one of Daria and Jane that I was tempted to get because I love that show.
Oh, right, from MTV.
Yep.
How much?
I don't know that. Yeah, those are the. Yeah.
There's a Rogue one that I was looking at too. Is like I think it's sold out, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can find it here.
Lion-O.
Yeah, they got He-Man,
Mm-hmm.
Sabretooth. Oh, Gambit.
I mean, they're cool because they come with a ton of accessories and like facial expressions and hand positions and stuff. That's neat to do. So you can put them in.
Did you see this one?
That's hilarious. That's really good.
I think that's sold out.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Wolverine looks good. He looks like he's right out of the comic or the animated series.
So is the
Yeah.
joke of him reading in bed just making a joke out of people not taking the toys out of their boxes, or is it a
No, that's a
joke to,
meme.
like the X-Men thing?
It's a meme.
For that, I don't think you need to take him out of the box,
No,
right?
not when you wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's funny. You know, like that's why
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, that's the him holding the picture of Deadpool. Isn't that the meme?
Oh, yeah, they have a Kratos one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. He's got all the cool accessories there.
Well,
It's sold out
ditch
though.
that shield like straight away, but you know, aside from that,
He's got that guy's head that he cuts off from the tree.
yeah. Mimir's.
Yeah, Namir.
They did a good job of incorporating the Norse mythology into that game. Like they did a good job with that.
And they do a whole bunch of stuff. So they're doing Godzilla.
Or, like,
They do a
making
lot of
riff on
vinyl
it, I should say.
records.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a few records from them. I think I bought some Marvel sets from them when they first came out.
How are their records? I mean, they look cool. I've never purchased them.
They're good. They're good.
Now, do you listen to them or do you leave them in the package there, Dathan?
No, I listen to them. I haven't. I'm like 3 records behind right now. I just got Waxworks Records just did a Top Gun for the first time. So I picked that up, and then there was something else that I got. I forgot what it was.
Dathan, looking at Hasbro Pulse, they got some kind of Transformers thing right now. What is this?
I bought 2 of their combiners for Devastator that are coming out. I think in March or April. I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their studio series. I think the whole set's going to be released in 2026. I think, and they're going to do like 2 every 4 or 5 months. I think it is.
I saw Scrapper today. Wasn't Scrapper out today or yesterday?
Yeah, Scrapper is out, but he's not part of the Devastator.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh.
Because that's the one that you probably saw was the Triple Changer. And this is the one that came out. It's very kind of generic, the green and the purple from the G1.
Lee Korean says, I think the original Power Rangers were right on that precipice, awesome and corny as heck, but it was entertaining over the years. The series has tilted more into corny, like pro wrestling.
Yeah, I definitely when that TV show was out back in the day and I saw bits and pieces of it, it seemed like it was. That's what I couldn't figure out was, is it winking to the audience that it's corny, or is it being corny and not knowing it is? Right? Like, was it an inside joke between the creators and the people that watched it, the audience?
All right, would you buy this, Eric?
I mean, I wouldn't, because I saw it ages ago and haven't picked it up, but I was
still
tempted.
buy it.
I was tempted.
$125.
Or you can pay in 4 easy payments of $31.25 with Shop.
I actually appreciate that. That's smart.
Yeah. So I'm looking at that Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, and Michael Straczynski was the head writer.
What has he done?
Babylon 5.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, that tracks.
It kind of makes sense that it would be kind of a geared towards adults.
I mean, it wasn't geared towards adults, but the themes were very adult, I want to say.
Yeah. But
so, yeah. I've been buying toys, so anyway.
Nice.
Who cares?
But yeah, anything else? I don't think there was too much news that was going on this week in video games. So
there was Sony shut down the 2 studios, the creators of Concord, and then
I saw that the head director on Wolverine quit and it went over to Perfect Dark. That was kind of insane.
Yeah.
I wonder when that Wolverine game is still coming out.
Well, I think they had to start all over because once that the test content got leaked, I think they scrapped the whole thing. I
think they did. That would really set them back.
Why would you? I don't understand why you would do that.
Who cares?
Because if there's one thing Sony loves to do, it's waste money.
Waste a ton of money. So wait, wasn't the plan for Concord to make it a free-to-play game? And if so, don't you still need some members of the studio to maintain the server?
They completely shut them down now. Like we had talked about, like it looked like they were doing some kind of update on Steam, but they're gone. Is
the game gone, or did they retain like a couple of people from that studio to do work for the game to make it free play? Or
so the CEO of the studio was kept on by Sony and given a raise, and they fired everybody else from the studio and shut it down.
Yeah, classic.
Nice.
But originally when they had announced that Concord was being shut down and people were like, oh, they're going to make it free to play, there were developers from the team that said it's not designed to be free to play. It never was.
Yeah.
And then there was some update on Steam, so people were like, oh, they're going to make it free to play. And I think it was probably just a case of, oh, we're getting ready to remove this from Steam completely. So it's not being updated. Let's see.
Some of that old man juice.
Sorry.
No, you're not. Don't you push the button and you say, "Oh, sorry." You're not sorry.
Oh, hey, apparently, according
Jesus
to
Christ, my God.
GameRant.com, Marvel's Wolverine was released on October 1st of this year.
Cool.
You guys pick it up?
Yeah, for Super Nintendo. Bad game. Adamantium Rage, not good.
Yeah, the wasn't X-Men on the NES wasn't good either, was it?
I never
I
played
think
that
the
one.
same game.
No, it
The
was terrible.
Uncanny X-Men. Yeah. That's
It
I
was
think the
it
one I
was not
played.
good. And then they had the Silver Surfer game, and that was even worse.
JLN, is that a JLN game?
LJN.
LJN.
LJN, yeah, they're notorious for movie franchises, Karate Kid,
Back to the
Friday
Future.
13th, Back to the Future, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Jaws.
Jaws was LJN.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm missing a few in there.
You could get the whole complete collection, Dathan.
I think I do already. Somewhere back there.
Alikrian says, my biggest critique of Insomniac is gone are the days of efficient game design. Spider-Man 2's amount of scrapped content tells me it wouldn't be outside their track record to do that to Wolverine. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was supposed to have DLC by now, and it's gone. So I don't know what happened there. You can't tell me they didn't make money with that game. So are they? Maybe the team is just on new projects now, but Sony did not want them putting that out for some reason. Lame. So
Yeah. Did you
Maybe
guys
they're
ever
working-
play the Wolverine Origins? That was
Was
based
that on
the
the
movie?
Xbox 360?
Yeah,
yeah, you talked about that before. Yeah, that's a good one.
that was one of those that
Better than the movie?
way better than the movie.
Yeah. Goes without saying.
I mean,
Let's go, bub.
of course, that was their first experience with Deadpool. You know, everybody loved that version of him.
Mm-hmm.
The Merc with no mouth.
What an ugly thing to say.
I did go see Venom 3.
How was that?
Yeah, let's hear
I
about
saw
that.
it too.
Did you? What'd you think?
Mhm. I didn't mind it. I thought it was better than the second one. Do you guys care about spoilers, or does you guys gonna see it, or what?
Go ahead.
No.
Like I started watching the Venom 2, and it was terrible, so I stopped.
I did
watching
like
it.
they had, I think, 5 or 6 different variants of Venom in towards the end of the movie. That was kind of cool that they kept in the little capsules at the at the army base, and so they kind of latched on to different people.
You already spoiled Anti-Venom, isn't it?
Kind of had their own little thing, but I didn't think it was too bad. I thought it was okay.
No, it was incredibly entertaining, but it seemed like the story that they were trying to set up at the very beginning was like thrown in the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of designed as a, hey, we're going to introduce you to this big bad who's been locked up in this prison. And then the rest of the movie is like, oh, hey, let's go along on some hijinks with Venom and Eddie Brock. And he's going to come across this family that's trying to get to Area 51 because they want to see aliens. And it's just like, okay. So, and then the end credits come and you get like a cutscene with Andy Serkis's Noel.
Who's the actor that plays Venom again?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I do not buy him as like a reporter. That's I don't know. It just doesn't.
I'm actually with you on that. He doesn't.
Well,
doesn't come across as like a.
I think that for the most part with this one, it works the best because they never once talk about the fact that he was a reporter at any point.
Oh, okay.
Like so it's kind of like that's thrown out. Instead, it's just a guy that's like trying to get to New York City so he can see the Statue of Liberty with Venom. But it was entertaining.
Oh, he gets to New York at the end?
Well, that's what he's trying to do throughout the movie. He's trying to get there because Venom wants to see the Statue of Liberty. But
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's never seen it. Because they've been in San Francisco the entire time.
So is this how they're setting up for him to meet Spider-Man?
I don't know. I mean,
it's hard to say. It's hard to say. The end credits. There were 2 end credit scenes that are Noel is still alive, and then there was a little bit of what do you call it? The Venom symbiote stuff left over from the Area 51 battle. That was still kind of crawling around, but it wasn't Venom's. It was a different one.
Mm. So that's what they're really holding in Area 51, huh?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Well, they destroyed Area 51 and created Area 55. Because
is that for real?
Yeah, that was one of their big things. Is they're leveling Area 51, and so this family is like trying to get there because they're like, we got to get there before they finish leveling Area 51. Otherwise, we won't get to see the aliens.
And the dad of the family is the guy that plays the lizard in Spider-Man 2.
Oh, really?
What's his name?
Kurt Connors?
No,
Ria's
Reese something. Reese.
I know who you're talking about. Right?
Yeah, he's the dad in the whole thing.
He's got to be older now.
I mean, he looked it.
Yeah, he was just a hippie. He wanted to sit there and sing his songs and take his family.
Travis's age, yeah. None.
But yeah, I mean, it was interesting the fact that they it really doesn't have a story to it. It's just a fun little trek across country.
Is it that fun though?
I thought it was. I mean, it's like watching National Lampoon's Vacation.
I was going to ask.
That's kind of what the movie was. Now that I think about it, it was just National Lampoon's Vacation with Venom. So
it's made 187 million worldwide.
Wow.
I guess that's not bad. I don't know what the budget was. Only PG-13.
Yeah.
So are the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's consistent.
Yeah, I think the next one in the series is Kraven the Hunter, right? That's the next.
Oh God, that's already going to be bad. I know it.
I think.
Well, he's supposed to get his powers.
God!
Based on the trailer, it looks like he gets his powers from a lion. That's how he becomes the best hunter.
Was that? I never saw Morbius. Was that a good one?
Oh, God, that was terrible. Jeez, that was really bad.
It's Morbin time. Come on.
And Chris saw Madam Web. I know you saw that.
Oh yeah, God.
No, God!
Morbius was better than that one.
They keep greenlighting these movies that are just weird. Why can't they pick like a cooler Spider-Man villain?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is from the contract that Sony has with Marvel, so Marvel could get Spider-Man within their MCU, they weren't allowed to use villains in their Spider-Man couldn't be in the movies with their standalone villains, and the standalone villains couldn't be in the Spider-Man movies. So it's like Venom and Spider-Man are kind of symbiotic. Like they needed to be together. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Sony refuses to allow them to be in the MCU is just so stupid. And it's the same thing with Madam Web. Madam Web was, you sit there and you watch the movie and it's straight up designed to be tied into Spider-Man, but because they can't use Spider-Man, they're trying to get around that and it was done in just such a stupid way.
But Venom: The Last Dance is better than that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and I'm sure Craven the Hunter is going to be, amazing as an R-rated movie with a heavy set Russell Crowe, as a Russian mobster. It's going to be great to watch. I know it.
It's like, I don't know. I have no interest at all in seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they should have just released it a year and a half ago when it was supposed to originally come out. So,
Did you watch The Joker with Lady Gaga though? Did you get around to that one?
I did watch that one.
Yeah, I thought you were going to give us your review of it.
He did give us a review.
Oh,
Were you on that episode?
No, I think I was here.
You might have come in late after it talked about it.
No, God!
It was.
No,
it was essentially the movie kind of everything that was set up in the first Joker as kind of like your whole, he's mentally ill and everything. This one's like, yeah, all that stuff we set up, we're throwing it all out. He's actually completely sane and everything was planned from the get-go.
So I haven't seen Joker, so I should just start with this one?
No, I wouldn't even watch this one.
Oh.
I heard Joker is the better one, but
yeah, the first Joker was pretty good. I mean, it's a taxi driver is essentially it was. But this one, it was like, oh, this is a musical, except all the musical moments don't progress story. They're just in his head.
Yeah.
So it's not a musical, but yeah, it was a waste of time.
Fair enough.
what were your favorite movies you've actually seen this year?
Godzilla -1.
That came out this year?
Yep.
That's
your favorite?
January, I think.
That's probably my number one movie of the year. Was Godzilla -1.
I watched half of it and then I fell asleep, so maybe I need to watch the other half of it. It was all right.
It's one of the few Godzilla movies that understood how to use like humans in a Godzilla movie. Because that's the problem I have with the American version of the Godzilla movies that they've done, like Godzilla Kong and all that, is the humans are such a waste of time. Mm-hmm. Like, let's just follow Godzilla and Kong. We don't need humans in these movies.
You think Godzilla -1 is better than Dune Part 2? And you think it's better than Alien Romulus, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Dune 2. I would put Dune 2 and Alien Romulus up there. So I think those are my top 3 movies of the year.
I think Dune 2 is number 1 for me, from what I've seen.
But yeah, Godzilla -1, the story and everything was just so effective. Really enjoyed it. Music for Dune 2 is amazing, though.
Huh.
So I actually have to look up and see what all movies I saw this year.
I'm struggling to remember any of them.
We've seen Transformers 1. Dathan, that was like his favorite.
I never said it was my favorite. I said it was good.
It's good.
No, I'm pretty sure you said it was amazing.
I liked it.
You thought it was incredible.
Okay, it was fantastic.
You said it was incredible. You said it was incredible.
If I was to put for 2024, I'd probably put it in top 5.
Okay, what are your other top?
I would probably go. Godzilla.
It's still November.
Godzilla would probably be number 1. I would go then Dune. I haven't seen Alien Romulus yet.
Which they are going to release a VHS version sometime next month.
Saw that.
So we need to keep an eye out for that. That's cool.
Then I'd probably go Transformers again. Transformers 1. I like Deadpool Wolverine, but I don't know. There was something about it that I just couldn't. I don't know. It was good, but it wasn't like this is absolutely best movie ever.
Yeah. Chris, you bought Deadpool Wolverine. Is that better? That's not. That's Godzilla -1 is still better than that.
Oh yeah, Deadpool Wolverine's an entertaining and enjoyable movie to me, but it's not like an amazing movie. I think out of the Deadpool movies, I think the first Deadpool is probably the better one.
What an ugly thing to say.
It was still an enjoyable movie, so I wouldn't say it's the worst.
Travis or Eric, do you have anything to add? Do you have seen any movies this year?
Inside Out
Eric,
2,
Eric
I
hasn't
enjoyed.
gone out, but you saw Inside Out too.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But I'm trying to think. I know that I saw other movies that I actually was like, that's good. And I'm just drawing a blank on which ones they were. So,
Is Star Wars: The Acolyte, is that a movie?
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie.
Oh, the Ghostbusters came out this year. The Frozen Empire.
That did that come out this year?
Yep,
Yeah.
that one came out this
It was
year.
okay.
You're right.
I didn't see it.
It was okay.
You didn't see it.
Godzilla X Kong came out as well.
Didn't see it.
Yeah. Saw it.
Oh, no, I want to look up the list here.
Now, let's see. Oh, what about? Did you guys see the American Society of Magical Negroes?
I heard that was really bad.
No, I did not see it.
I heard that one actually brought everyone together who's divided on how bad the trailer was for it.
Mhm.
Oh, there was Furiosa Mad Max.
Didn't see it.
Which
The Mad Max saga, Furiosa.
yeah, that one was a completely unnecessary movie.
Mhm.
You know, it really was.
And I'd seen an interview with George Miller where he talked about his original plan for Mad Max Fury Road was with that he wanted to release an animated. It was supposed to be the backstory for Furiosa in an animated form, and Warner Brothers was like, "No,
He
no,
was
we
gonna
don't
call
want
it
that."
The Animatrix. They're gonna do that again.
Yeah. So
I saw Whiplash. I think that one stuck with me, but I don't recommend it. Like it was, even though it obviously won awards and all of that stuff, I kind of walked away from it saying like, okay, I'm not going to
Whiplash?
recommend that movie. Yeah, the drumming movie.
That's ancient. That's not this year.
So I saw it this year.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
It counts in my book.
All right.
It's like you guys playing video games that came out
Uh-huh.
a couple of years ago. Like you're playing.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
we'll count that you're playing God of War Ragnarok, but
Yeah.
okay, Alikrian's here. I can list the worst movies I saw this year.
Oh, was Cuckoo bad? Because that one got like good, word of mouth when it came out.
yeah, I didn't like that one.
He didn't like Fully Ado either.
Monkey Man. I think he's totally spot on about Monkey Man too. There were some parts in it that had so much potential. There's like
Smile 2's getting some good press, right?
Is there?
Yeah.
Saw the first one.
I have not seen the first one yet.
I think Smile 2 was actually better than the first one.
Okay.
It didn't have the problem I had. So the first
don't spoil
one,
it because I'll watch Smile with my kid.
well, the third act is where the first Smile falls apart. This one doesn't have that so much. But I'd seen one person was like, if you watch the first Smile, the theme of the movie is, or both movies are about trauma.
Yeah.
And the first one, the theme is the psychiatrist can deal with trauma without any help,
Sure.
or by herself. And this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
is she can deal with the trauma without any help. So it's just dealing with trauma.
Sure.
Dude, Whiplash is 10 years old.
Yeah,
I thought
bro.
it was released like 2 years ago when Netflix threw it at me. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard something about this.
Wouldn't that have been cool, Eric? Like, or I guess
That's
Chris was
so
in the
funny.
band too. Like, if that movie
Yeah.
had come out when we were in band, like, do you think we would have gone to watch it?
Yeah, well, I would have just not gone to jazz band, which I didn't do anyway. So problem solved.
What?
I didn't realize it was that old. That's the danger with the streaming platforms, right? Well, it's not a danger. Who cares? If it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Sure.
But
I remember-
half this stuff I just get spoon fed to me over
Yeah.
like whatever the home screen says. Watch next.
Yeah.
I remember when Mr. Holland's Opus came out, and we
I still haven't seen it.
watch that.
I should watch that and tell you that it was a great movie I saw in 2024.
I never saw it.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Favorite movie of 2024?
Yeah, there you go.
There
Hey,
you go.
as long as you saw it. I mean, in a way, like with the streaming stuff, it kind of is just, I don't know. I mean, it was that way with video stores too, but it seems to me like it's like with music. My kids don't know music in the same scope that I do. Like they will listen to stuff that came out 20 years ago and think that it's came out now. Like
Sure.
they'll treat it with the same sort of like urgency because as long as it gets into everybody's playlist that Spotify or whatever platform they're using feeds them,
Right.
then that's the latest thing to them, right?
Sure.
And there is no out of fashion like classic rock sort of station or
Right,
anything
right.
like that. It's just like whatever it's
Yeah.
feeding you.
There's no
You like-
MTV to be the arbiter
Right,
of what
correct.
you should listen to. So
Correct.
everything's fair game. Yeah.
Yeah, so like they'll just the other day one of them was singing some song from like 1998 and I was like, where in the heck did you hear that? She's like,
Right.
oh, I don't know, I thought it's new, it just started playing on my streaming out platform. So in a way it's kind of easy to mix up movie years that way too.
Yeah.
When they do finally get released.
Mhm.
Well, it's just like when you see those memes that say like what we think of gaming was 20 years ago, when we're like, oh, it was Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, but 20 years ago was GameCube.
That was
And now
40 years ago.
20 years ago, in a couple of years is going to be PlayStation 3.
Right.
20
Yeah.
years
Right,
ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course like with me with PC gaming for the Sony stuff, like that they're just now moving that stuff over. So to me that's all new stuff, Hopefully they'll keep doing it because I hear the sales are kind of going down from where it was in the beginning, but
Everything's going into a tizzy right now. Everything's going downhill.
Yeah.
Well, if streaming gaming becomes a thing where they've just got server racks and they want you to just stream based off subscriptions, then you'll probably see that everybody starts playing a lot of older games and rediscovering those because they'll be less demanding and easier to stream over a connection like that, right?
Yeah, we talked about our favorite movies. What are our favorite games so far this year? You gotta think about it, huh?
I'm just trying to think of what came out.
Link's Awakening's been pretty good.
That was last year.
No, Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, that was like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, but I beat it this year, so it's good.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, I think, because it's too hard to figure out what it was.
Link to the Past was a great game.
It was a great game. But
Did you beat it this year?
Yeah,
I did beat it.
I
this
see.
year.
There's a thing on how to beat like a Link to the Past within 60 seconds now.
Yeah,
Did you see
I
that?
saw that video. I watched it. It's
It's
something
pretty
with
good.
with the first castle that you go into and you
Yeah.
you do a bomb or something, or
An
you go
obvious
down a
glitch.
corner.
Yeah.
There's also another one where you can beat Final Fantasy VII within like 3 minutes or something. It's like, wow. Like you can skip part of the map.
Well, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown came out this year.
I meant to talk about them last week. They completely disbanded that studio, Ubisoft did, which was really sad. I really liked seeing what those guys did with that game, but I guess now they're working on the new Rayman Legends game. So that could be cool, but I really could have played another Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Well, and those were the same developers who had done the Rayman Legends. So whatever studio they got working on them now isn't the same people.
Ubisoft Montreal or one of those. Ubisoft Canada, but I don't know. It's sad. I think that game was good, but for some reason people didn't buy it. Okay, here, Alikrian. My game of the year contenders: Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. We shouldn't even bring up DLC because, like, I don't.
Yeah,
think
but that was kind of touted as almost like a legit expansion, right? Like the same thing with the new Diablo 4 one. They're kind of touting that as almost like it's sequel worthy.
Right. And I almost feel like after a couple years of working on like Diablo, like you better get it right or else. Black Myth Wukong. Okay, I can see that one as a good one. Batman Arkham Shadow. I don't even know what that one is. Is that the new VR game?
Yeah, that's the Meta Quest 3.
Is that out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
What else came? I mean, there's the Ghost of Tsushima. The director's cut on PC came out.
I think for me, Astrobot, it's got to be my favorite game.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Actually, that you really enjoyed that one. So yeah,
I really liked the not House of the Dragon. The oh god, I gotta look it up.
Like a Dragon.
The Dragon, the one where you're in Hawaii.
Infinite Wealth.
Infinite Wealth is really good.
What about Star Wars Outlaws?
You know, now that we stopped playing it, like I don't know if I want to go back into it.
What about NCAA football?
You know, I think it was really, we were really, I don't know what the word is, glamoring or wanting to play it.
With football, the excitement wore off real quick because
none of you guys wanted to play me after I beat Chris really badly.
The newness wore off real quick because we'd waited for it for so long, and then there wasn't. It's nice they're still doing updates and adding new costume or uniforms and doing player updates and all that stuff, but there's not a whole lot else to go along with it.
You guys were all real stoked about your little lockers and your framed jerseys.
Are we gonna get the collector's edition next year?
Little locker.
You know what? We were complaining on YouTube, like what do you put inside of it? And someone had the idea like you put sports cards inside of it.
I don't know.
I like that idea. Like I got my
I got a
Shohei Ohtani card here.
Nice.
There you go.
When I played the football games, I found that I played them more over the summer than when the football season is actually going. Because I watch a lot of football, so I get it then, right? But then when you start getting kind of the withdrawal from watching football around June or so, that's when I started firing up like Madden and things like that. So you might find more life in that game when the season's over and you don't have games to watch.
I could see that.
Just my play habits with that.
Oh, Stellar Blade was also another really good one I liked.
What parts of it did you like?
I liked the good camera view. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that was fun.
The plot, there was a lot of plot to be had, Eric.
Real heavy plot, real.
There was a plot.
Full, fleshed out plot for you to explore there.
Alikran says, gotta add Astrobot to the list. Forgot about it. To me, any DLC that is $40 or more. Jeez, was Shadow? Yeah, it was $40 or more for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what else we had. Dragon's Dogma 2. Stop playing that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think, was this year as well.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 came out last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. I still
I think
need to
I think I
pop that
beat
in.
it. Yeah, I think I beat it technically this year. I can't remember.
Oh, and the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I really enjoyed that one.
Let's see.
Neva was released this year, like just this month. I'm playing that. That's new. I'm playing a new game, guys.
Really?
Be proud of me.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Did you play Black Ops 6 yet?
I haven't.
No, I haven't either. I don't know. I don't like that realistic violence.
Red Dead Redemption was just released on the PC.
Yeah, but that game's
but
that game's
I know
15 years old.
It is, but I saw that it was released, but I thought it was already released.
No.
Like, I saw the news come out,
Kind of
and I thought it was already released.
Yeah, no. This is the first time it's been released on the PC.
Weird. They must have just they must have just been hyping the pre-sale for it for like months.
Probably have been.
Oh, well, maybe
Rockstar,
Red Dead
they're in
Redemption
their own
2
world.
came out for PC.
Yeah.
We got this next month. There's Lego Horizon Adventures comes out.
Eric's getting that.
Dragon Quest 3 HD
Yeah.
2D remake.
That looks pretty, but I don't have time for that. That's a 100-hour game.
Slitterhead from the guy that created Silent Hill. That's his new game. He's got that one coming out.
Oh, Silent Hill 2. Would you put that up there in your top games?
Yeah, I actually would. It's I'm not a big fan of like the jump scare games, but the game certainly gives me anxiety playing it. The sound design, having headset on while I play it, it really is effective in everything they've done with it.
Did you play Hellblade 2?
I played a little bit of it. I need to go back and actually play the game.
That one is very good with sound design.
What about Indica? You did lots of videos on that. Not game of the year for you?
Right.
I completely forgot about that one. See, I'm just churning out content, Eric. I don't pay attention to what.
It looked cool.
What about Harold Halibut?
Harold Halibut?
That was Eric's game.
Yeah, that's I didn't play enough of that one either. That's
you beat Indica. What do you mean didn't play enough of that one?
No, I was just churning out content. I wasn't paying attention.
All right,
no.
Churning out content.
That's all you can do in this day and age, is churn out content. You know, it's a content mill over here.
That's right.
I kind of want to share your short you had on your YouTube short. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Did you guys see it?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
The one he posted on Halloween.
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh gosh.
Oh wait, yeah. I did buy something a couple days ago. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's he got?
So I was online the other day, and I saw this, and I was like, "Huh." The whole series in one DVD set. The Zelda, the Zelda cartoons for $9.
Wow,
$9, the complete series.
Oh,
Nice.
That's amazing.
$9.
That's like what, a whole 32 minutes of content?
It is.
Jesus Christ, my God.
221 minutes of Zelda action.
No way, really? That many?
Yeah. 221 minutes. You got to remember, like, this was the Friday cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
And so it was about 21 minutes of stuff.
Was this the same one that came out when Super Mario Brothers?
Mario Brothers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it showed
Okay.
up on. They played it on Fridays instead of Mario.
Yeah.
Jesus
the only
Christ!
day I
my
watched.
God.
Isn't that the one where he's always like
Let me spoil it for you. He's trying to rescue Zelda and kill Ganon. It's crazy. You know, there's no way you could have guessed that.
Imagine that.
It's pretty bonkers.
I don't know. This gets a lot of hate. I liked it growing up, so
I liked it growing up too.
It's whatever makes you happy, for sure.
that's right.
It's the same for me watching Real Ghostbusters this week with my son. Like watching those. That first season is really good.
Well, a part of me too is getting a little bit more concerned about some of this older stuff is not going to be online very much longer anymore. It's just going to be gone. Trying to find it, even if it's on YouTube. I mean, it's not going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that they just shut down the archive group.
The
that was
Internet
looking
or the Wayback Machine, or what's it called?
Oh, you're talking about the Video Game Preservation Society.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I saw that.
Yeah, like no, they wanted to have remote access to every game that has been delisted for art, like library archive things. The Video Game Association fought it because they're worried about them doing losing their I don't know what their property license. People streaming that shit online, and like going crazy. But I don't know. I'm not. For me, like I don't. I'm not too big on video game preservation. I know that's like my hot take for the day, but like I don't really.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. If you want it, what game is out there that's been delisted that you're completely out of you can't get, and you're really pissed off that you can't play anymore. Like you can pull up the list.
Concord.
No, I know. Like I was thinking, there's that Xbox game 1 versus 100. Like that one comes to my mind. Like that's completely delisted, and you had to play it online. But like, do I really want to? Like, you need 100 people to even play that. But it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah,
Who cares?
Well, you got the subscribers now, Ryan. You could easily get 100 people to play with.
I think.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well,
I was looking
as
at
we
the
get
list the
older,
other day.
I forget names of games that I played. Maybe the Gremlins.
Well, there's a bunch of games that like Star Fox 2. That was a game that was finished, and then right when the 64 came out, they scrapped it, even though the game was completely done, and all they needed to do was just put it in a box and market it.
Mm-hmm.
They did really re-release it on the SNES Mini, I think they did. But that's a game that I think that should have been, you can still find it now, and there's still ROMs and stuff out there, but how long are those going to be around for,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this website, and Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, is that not Nintendo hasn't put that out? That's crazy. After
what do you mean?
Climax.
Put it like put it at like for didn't it come out on?
No,
Yeah,
Game Boy Advance.
it was on. It says
I thought
DS.
Four Swords was on GameCube.
DS and 3DS. DS. This is the Four
Well,
Swords Anniversary Edition.
I was gonna say the original Four Swords was released on DS, I believe,
Yeah, I had it on GameCube. You're right.
and then there was the GameCube version they released.
What's the plot in that?
There's
Four
one on
Swords
1 versus 100. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I thought that was a limited run game. I don't know. Maybe this is an old website. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has been relisted. Yeah, anyway. Good show tonight, guys. Any final thoughts before we go? It's been really quiet in the chat. I don't know. I guess Travis pissed everyone off. I don't know what happened.
That was Eric, not me.
Or maybe they got confused last week when you said you weren't going to have a show next week.
Yeah, next week I think we are not going to have a show. So
maybe everybody will be in the chat next week when there is no show.
This will be a little fun Easter egg or a little fun thing to find out tomorrow that we didn't actually do a show tonight. But next week, if you guys want to meet us at Next Level, 7 o'clock. Meet us a little before 7 o'clock. That's when the tournament starts. So if you guys are down.
Is it a tournament or is it a launch party or is it both?
It's both, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have to do the tournament. But if you want to bring some, I think it's $5 or $10 entry. And you need cash.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but
did we want to try and answer that question from last week that we never got around to?
Oh no.
Which was what celebrity do you want to see?
No, we got to save it for when they're back.
Did Dathan get to see those women?
He sent pictures.
I sent you pictures from far away in the group
you
chat.
You didn't get up close though.
No, why
Denise
why
Richards,
would I do that?
Yeah.
There was I had no reason to
You're
do that,
supposed to haggle.
Jesus
It looked
Christ,
like Denise
my God.
Richards didn't have a long line. So you walk up to her when she's kind of just sitting there and you go, what do you say, $30?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
You're not doing
Travis was like is like getting women to like come back to his room and stuff.
You gotta.
That was his whole story
listen.
last week.
No,
Come
that's
on, man.
Dathan's what who did it. But
Denise Richards did have a very long line. It was
okay. Well,
it
then
was
you
pretty long.
look for the next one. You go up to.
Don't you remember his story talking to Elsa from Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
You told.
He's a player.
You tell Juliet Lewis. Here's the deal, Juliet. You've got an annoying voice. You're old. I don't want to talk to you. So how about for $5, you buy me a cup of coffee and I'll hang out with you because you have no line. Did she had no line? Did she?
Juliette Lewis?
Yeah.
No. She didn't
Yeah.
have
See,
one.
right? $95. Give me a break. Come on, Juliette.
I think the most people I saw there was maybe 3
thing to say.
Right. So you tell her, how about
Maybe
this?
3 or 4.
You buy me a cup of coffee and I'll hang out with you for about 10 minutes. Then when Natasha Henstridge frees up, I'm moving on.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what you do. And then she goes,
It sounds
well,
like,
you don't have to be so mean.
you should come with me to this convention next year.
Travis is the man.
Yeah, I'll go
That's
with
what I'm
you.
learning. He's getting
if they host it somewore not Puyallup or Portland, because
he
in
gets
Portland I know
celebrities
that
to
it
call
would
him
be
at
slammed.
middle of the night. Yeah,
But
like
Puyallup, that's like where
is
is
that how
that
you
even
say it?
at?
Puyallup?
No, that's not how you say it, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I don't think the people who live there know how to say it. It's probably one of those towns where they're like, I don't know, we go by Salem. It's Salem, you moron.
In the Willamette Valley?
The Willamette Valley?
The Willamette.
Willamette.
Drove by Chemiquita.
Right. You get 5 different pronunciations by the people who grew up there. No, I don't know. It's like what? Isn't it by Washington State a little bit, right?
It's just east of Tacoma. Like
Tacoma?
4 or 5
Okay.
east of Tacoma.
What's that casino that's right in Vancouver?
Just north.
Yeah.
The Ilani Casino.
No,
Ilani.
that's not how you pronounce it.
The
It's like
Ilani.
Ilani. Ilani.
Illuminati. No, I think that it'd be a blast to go to something like that, just to pick on the celebs. Well, not pick on them, but have fun with them. They're in on it too.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
Deep
come
down
on.
inside, they think it's a good joke too.
We're gonna have to do that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you were, I know Alikrian was in the chat. So was that it? Alikrian, you the man.
That's all we had.
You're the man, bro.
Uh-huh.
So thanks, Chris's little brother. We appreciate
I don't think
you.
I don't think you were streaming on Instagram or X or anything.
I didn't do Instagram. Yeah, X. I gotta pay for the blue check mark. So like,
Oh,
F Elon Musk. I don't know. I didn't see the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lost our chat crew.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. If Elon Musk is in the president's cabinet, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to.
Maybe we should try and hit Twitch or Kick or one of those and start streaming.
Yeah, you can stream to Kick, but I don't know anyone who does. So yeah, we're good. I appreciate you guys. Even if no one watches, we're good. I appreciate you. Episode 44, Late Night Live. Give this video a like if you're out there. Consider subscribing to Asa Jack's Media Grounds and my channel. So I appreciate you. And next week, right now, no show. We'll be at Next Level. So if you're out there and you want to meet up with us and play some pinball, hit us up. And we'll probably see you next week. Unless they announce the Switch 2, and maybe I'll do an impromptu stream. But I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. But
you're gonna get trolled again. They're gonna have some big announcement. It's gonna be like a Pez dispenser.
Right.
TikTok Nintendo is what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
it's gonna be something wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? A shower head. I don't know. Like
yeah, a shower head. We might get subscribers to the Nintendo execs listening to us and coming up with ideas. We're like, hey, shower head's a good idea.
Well, what time is it in Japan right now?
I don't know.
Like 8 in the morning.
I think it's early in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the next day.
4 in the morning.
Right. It probably is 8 in the morning.
I think it's 4, but maybe
like 13 hours ahead. So,
let's see.
Almost noon.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? All right.
It's 11:44.
Yeah, it's almost noon.
It's almost lunchtime.